Welcome to Heart and Hustle, where love meets mindset. I'm Courtney Ryan, and I'm here to help you level up your heart, your hustle, and your life. Today, we're getting into something intimate, powerful, and yes, very sexy. We're talking about 5 ways to kiss a woman that don't just feel good, but actually turn her on, build desire, and create a connection that lingers long after the kiss ends. Now listen, kissing might seem simple on the surface, but when done right, it's one of the most seductive tools in your arsenal. It's not just about lips meeting lips. It's about tension, timing, and touch. It's how you communicate without saying a word. And when you do it right, she won't be able to stop thinking about you. Let's get into the first one. The slow burn kiss is one of the most underrated yet powerful ways to connect with a woman on a deeply sensual level. It's not about diving in headfirst or being overly aggressive. In fact, it's the exact opposite. It's about presence, patience, and understanding the art of anticipation. A slow burn kiss begins long before your lips ever meet hers. It starts with the energy you carry when you're around her. The way you look at her, the subtle confidence in your body language, the calm in your voice, the way you make her feel without needing to say anything at all. When you're in the moment with her, and she can feel that you're not rushing or forcing anything, she naturally starts to lean in, emotionally, mentally, and physically. Imagine you're sitting next to her. The room is quiet, the lights are soft, and you can feel that spark building between you. Maybe your legs are barely touching, or your hand brushes against hers, you notice her glance at your lips, then quickly look away. That's your cue, not to act fast, but to slow things down even more. Let the tension simmer. Look into her eyes. Hold her gaze a second longer than usual. Let your fingers trail slowly over her hand, her wrist, her cheek. Let her feel the warmth of your touch without rushing into more. This is where the slow burn begins to work its magic. You're not just kissing her, you're inviting her into the experience. You're giving her time to crave it. When you finally lean in, don't go straight for her mouth. Let your lips hover near hers. Feel her breath mix with yours. Maybe you graze the corner of her lips or kiss her cheek first. Let her feel your restraint, that you could kiss her fully right now, but you're holding back. That moment right there, that pause, is everything. It sends a message that you're in control, not in an overpowering way, but in a seductive, self-aware way. She'll feel the intensity rising without you having to do anything big or dramatic. Then, when you finally let your lips meet hers, do it slowly, softly. Focus on the sensation. Don't push. Let the kiss breathe. Start with gentle, lingering kisses. Feel the rhythm of her response. Let your lips mold to hers, move in sync like a conversation without words. It's not about how many kisses you give. It's about how intentional each one feels. Keep your hands engaged too. Rest them lightly on her waist, her back, her thigh. Explore her body slowly, not to grab or grope, but to hold and anchor the moment. The magic of a slow burn kiss lies in what it builds. It's not meant to satisfy in the first few seconds. It's meant to ignite, to create a slow, steady heat that spreads through her body and mind. When a woman feels that you're not rushing for the finish line, she begins to relax into the moment. Her walls come down. Her mind stops racing. She starts to feel safe, wanted, and deeply desired. That's what allows her arousal to build naturally. Because it's not just her body reacting, it's her heart and her mind tuning in with yours. You can also use your breath as a tool. After a kiss, pause. Stay close. Breathe against her lips. Let that warm air mix with the coolness of the moment. It creates contrast, and contrast is what excites the senses. Maybe you kiss her jawline next. Maybe your lips graze her ear. You can whisper something soft, something sincere, and then go back to her lips. She'll feel your restraint, your focus, and it will drive her wild. Because she knows you're not just kissing her for yourself. You're kissing her with complete attention, as if nothing else matters. One of the most powerful aspects of the slow burn kiss is that it can happen anywhere. On the couch, in the kitchen, standing in the hallway. You don't need a big setup. You just need presence. You need to be tuned into the moment and her energy. When you do it right, the world around you disappears. It's just the two of you, locked in this magnetic space where everything feels more intense, more alive. A slow burn kiss isn't just foreplay. It's a gateway. A way to stir something deep within her that leaves a lasting impression. And once she's felt that kind of kiss from you, she won't forget it. The tease and pull back kiss is one of the most playful and psychologically powerful ways to turn a woman on. It taps into her desire for anticipation, her craving for unpredictability, and the excitement of not knowing exactly what's going to happen next. This kiss is all about controlling the pace, creating tension, and showing her that you're fully aware of how to build desire without needing to rush into anything. It's subtle, but incredibly effective. When you master this, you're not just kissing her. You're creating a moment she'll replay over and over in her head long after it's happened. It starts with closeness. Not necessarily physical contact at first, but emotional and energetic closeness. Maybe you're having a deep conversation and there's a pause where you both feel the spark. Or maybe she's laughing at something you said, her body turned toward you, her eyes locked on yours. These are the moments where you lean in just a little, close enough that she feels your presence, that her breath catches for a second, that her heart skips a beat. But you don't kiss her yet. You let the moment hang there. You let the possibility of the kiss be just out of reach. That space between your lips and hers becomes magnetic. It builds tension, and tension leads to chemistry. When you finally kiss her, don't dive in all at once. Start slow, intentional. Let your lips meet her softly, then deepen the kiss for just a few seconds. Just when she's starting to get lost in it, pull back, not in a cold or distant way, but in a confident, playful way. Look at her. Let your eyes speak. Maybe smile a little, like you know exactly what you're doing. You're not rejecting her. You're creating space for desire to grow. When you pull back, her body will naturally lean in. That's when you know it's working. She wants more and you're making her wait. That kind of control is incredibly sexy when done with the right energy. This back and forth dynamic taps into something primal. It mirrors the dance of seduction that has nothing to do with words and everything to do with energy. You give her a taste, then take it away. You let her feel how good it is, then leave her hanging just enough to crave what comes next. And the more she wants it, the more intense her experience becomes. This is what separates an average kiss from one that leaves her breathless, flushed, and completely wrapped up in you. While you're doing this, it's important to read her reactions. Watch her body language. Is she leaning in? Is she smiling, touching you, breathing a little heavier? If so, you're on the right path. But remember, this isn't about playing games or manipulating her. It's about creating a shared experience where desire can unfold naturally. You're inviting her into this moment with you, letting her feel your confidence, your control, and your interest. It makes her feel wanted, but not in a desperate or needy way. You're not rushing because you don't need to. That energy tells her that you're comfortable in your skin, that you know your value, and that you're not afraid to lead. Your hands play a huge role here too. Use them to heighten the tease. Maybe you rest one hand lightly on her lower back or cradle her face while you kiss her. Then, when you pull back, let your fingers slowly trail away. Or maybe you keep one hand on her, gently anchoring her to you while your lips withdraw. This sends a mixed message to her body, one of connection and distance, and that contrast only increases her arousal. The moment you finally kiss her again, it feels even better because of the space you created. You can also use your voice as part of the tease. When you pull back, say something low, maybe even a little teasing. Tell her how good she tastes. Whisper that you're not done with her yet. These little verbal cues amplify the emotional charge between you. They let her know that you're still in the moment with her, still focused, still aware of everything she's feeling. The tease and pull back kiss works best when it's fluid. It shouldn't feel forced or scripted. It's a rhythm you find together, a playful kind of push and pull that keeps her on the edge. It's the art of leaving her wanting more, not by holding back affection, but by offering it in waves. Every time you lean in and then pull away, you're turning up the heat. You're letting her imagination run wild, wondering what you'll do next, where your hands will go, how long she'll have to wait until you kiss her again. And that sense of anticipation can be far more powerful than anything else in that moment. The neck kiss is one of the most sensual, seductive ways to turn a woman on without even touching her most obvious erogenous zones. It's intimate, it's vulnerable, and it bypasses logic, going straight to the nervous system. The skin on a woman's neck is thin, sensitive, and full of nerve endings, which means even the lightest touch can send shivers through her entire body. But it's not just about the physical sensation, it's about the intention behind it. A well-placed neck kiss tells her that you're paying attention, that you're in tune with her body, that you're not just focused on the destination, but on every step of the journey. And that level of care and awareness, that's what turns her on. To do this right, you have to slow down and be fully present. The neck kiss works best when it comes after you've already created some emotional or physical tension. Maybe you've been kissing her lips, and she's melting into you. Maybe you're holding her close, and her head naturally tilts to the side. That's your invitation. Don't rush in. Start by letting your lips brush along her jawline. Let her feel the buildup before your mouth even gets to her neck. The suspense makes the first kiss there feel even more intense. When your lips finally land on her neck, make the first touch soft, gentle, barely there. The goal isn't to overwhelm her, it's to create contrast. Start with the lightest kiss you can give, like you're testing how she responds. Then, slowly increase the pressure. Maybe add a little bit of your tongue. Maybe graze your teeth softly along her skin. Every woman reacts differently, so pay attention to her breathing, her body movements, the little sounds she makes. Her body will tell you everything you need to know if you're paying attention. Breathing is a powerful tool here too. As you kiss her neck, breathe softly against her skin. That warm breath right after a cool kiss creates a temperature contrast that can drive her wild. It's subtle, but it adds layers to the experience. It's not just about the kiss, it's about sensation, surprise, and suspense. Let your lips move slowly from the base of her ear down toward her collarbone. Don't just plant kisses, explore her with your mouth. Treat her neck like it's something precious, something you're savoring. Because when a woman feels that kind of focused attention, she doesn't just feel desired, she feels worshipped. Your hands are just as important as your mouth in this moment. Use them to anchor her. Maybe one hand cradles the back of her head. Your fingers tangle gently in her hair. Maybe the other hand rests on her hip or slides slowly up her spine. The more secure and held she feels, the more she can let go into the moment. Touch her slowly with intention. Let your hands match the energy of your kiss. If you're kissing her lightly, let your hands move delicately too. If you deepen the kiss, let your grip tighten just a bit. That mirroring creates a full body experience that she feels on every level. The neck kiss also works so well because it feels spontaneous, like something you just had to do in the moment. It's not about formality, it's about passion. Maybe you're standing in the kitchen and you come up behind her, pull her hair gently to one side, and press your lips to the curve of her neck. Maybe you're cuddling on the couch, and you shift your position just enough to kiss the spot right below her ear. These moments feel raw, real, and unscripted, and that's exactly why they're so hot. Another thing that makes the neck kiss so effective is the element of vulnerability it creates. When a woman exposes her neck to you, even unconsciously, it means she feels safe. It's a submissive position in the best way. It shows trust, and how you respond to that trust determines how deeply she'll let go. If you approach her neck with care, confidence, and passion, she'll melt into you. She'll open up. She'll become more responsive to everything you do. Because she's not just reacting to the kiss, she's reacting to how the kiss makes her feel about herself and about you. There's also a psychological trigger at play. The neck is associated with romance, with primal instinct, with being close enough to hear someone's heartbeat. When you kiss her there, you're stepping into her intimate space. You're not just some guy anymore. You're the one who made her close her eyes, tilt her head, and surrender for just a moment. And when you leave that space, when you pull away slowly, she'll feel the loss of your lips like a craving. She'll want them back. She'll want you back. Because now, it's not just a kiss, it's a memory, a sensation, a need that you've awakened deep inside her. The dominant kiss is all about confidence, presence, and making her feel completely taken by the moment. It's not about being aggressive or forceful. It's about leading with certainty, setting the tone, and making her feel like you know exactly what you're doing. When done right, a dominant kiss triggers a deep, primal attraction in a woman. It speaks to her desire to be pursued, claimed and desired in a way that feels both safe and wildly passionate at the same time. This kind of kiss is magnetic, charged, and unforgettable because it communicates strength without needing words. It starts with eye contact, real, intentional, unwavering eye contact. You're not looking at her lips yet. You're looking into her eyes with that silent message that says, "I want you." That kind of look makes her feel seen, noticed, and drawn into your energy. Then you close the distance, not hesitantly but with deliberate, grounded movement. Your body language should be calm, collected, and assertive. You lead. You take control of the space between you. You make her feel like she can relax into your presence and let you guide the moment. Before the kiss even begins, your hands speak volumes. Placing one hand around the back of her neck or gripping her waist firmly creates a sense of security and control. The pressure should be firm but never rough. You're grounding her, holding her in place, pulling her closer in a way that tells her you're here, you're focused, and you're not afraid to take the lead. When your touch is intentional and your grip confident, it awakens something in her, a desire to surrender to the moment and let you take charge. As you move in to kiss her, there's no hesitation. You don't ask with your eyes or wait for permission. You already know she's feeling the tension, and you act on it with complete assurance. Your lips meet hers with power, not rushed, but deep and purposeful. There's more pressure, more passion, more control. You're not testing the waters, you're letting her know exactly how you feel through every movement of your mouth. Your kiss tells her that you've been thinking about this moment, that you've wanted her, and now that you've got her close, you're not letting her go. You guide the rhythm of the kiss. You decide when to slow it down, when to deepen it, when to pull back just slightly to tease her before diving in again. She feels your control in every decision, and it turns her on because it allows her to let go. A dominant kiss frees her from having to lead or think. She can just feel. She can lose herself in your energy, your touch, your mouth. That kind of surrender only happens when she trusts that you know how to handle her, that you won't hesitate, that you're fully present with her. The kiss might start with her standing in front of you, but as your energy takes over, you guide her back, maybe gently pressing her against a wall or backing her into a corner, or pulling her into your lap. Physical positioning matters. It reinforces the feeling that you're in control and she's responding to your lead. The more she feels that you're steering the experience with confidence and care, the more aroused she becomes, not just physically, but emotionally and mentally too. A woman's desire is activated through feeling chosen, desired, and protected all at once, and the dominant kiss speaks directly to that need. Your voice, your breath, Even the way you pause during the kiss can add to the dominance. Maybe you stop mid-kiss to look at her, holding her face in your hands, your forehead pressed against hers. Maybe you whisper something low and firm in her ear. It doesn't have to be poetic. It just has to be real. A simple, "You're mine right now," or "I've wanted to do this all day," said with confidence and depth can make her knees weak. The combination of physical strength and emotional clarity is rare, and when she feels both in a kiss, it completely disarms her. The dominant kiss also holds space for unpredictability. You might bite her lower lip gently, then soothe it with your tongue. You might grip her thigh a little tighter, or slide your hand into her hair and tilt her head slightly to deepen the angle of the kiss. These shifts in intensity keep her guessing, keep her locked in, keep her wanting more. You become impossible to ignore because you're not just kissing her, you're claiming her attention, her body, and her breath in the most exhilarating way. This kind of kiss isn't about ego. It's not about proving anything. It's about creating a moment where she can fully feel your masculine energy without fear or hesitation. It's about giving her the space to be feminine, soft, open, and deeply responsive. When you kiss her like that, with dominance, control, and passion, you give her something she doesn't just want in the moment, but something she craves long after it's over. The whisper kiss is all about emotional intimacy, tension, and vulnerability wrapped in quiet seduction. It's the kind of kiss that doesn't rely on flashy moves or heavy physicality. Instead, it draws her in with softness, stillness, and the raw power of closeness. It's about being so near to her that every word, every breath, every brush of your lips feels amplified. This kiss doesn't just touch her lips, it touches her soul. It speaks directly to the emotional part of her desire, where she wants to be understood, desired, and held without saying a word. It usually begins in a quiet moment. Not during a heated make-out session or in the middle of a loud, chaotic environment. This kiss works best when everything slows down, when the noise fades and it's just the two of you in your own little world. Maybe you're lying in bed together, her head resting on your chest. Maybe you're holding her close after a long day, wrapped in each other's arms. Maybe you're looking at her across a candlelit table, and she smiles that soft, private smile she only gives you. These are the moments where the whisper kiss lives. You lean in, not fast, not with urgency, but like you're pulled by something deeper. Your lips hover near her ear, your breath warm against her skin. And then you speak, not loudly, not clearly, but in a low, intimate tone meant only for her. You say something that's just for her. Maybe it's sweet, "You look so beautiful right now." Maybe it's playful, "I've been thinking about kissing you all night." Or maybe it's more bold, "I want you." Whatever it is, it has to be real. Whispered words carry weight because they feel personal, almost like a secret, and when you whisper them just before you kiss her, it creates an emotional current she can't ignore. Once the words leave your lips, you don't immediately go in for the kiss. You pause. You let the words hang in the air. Let her feel them. Let them land. That moment of stillness is powerful. It builds anticipation. She's waiting. She's breathing you in. She's wondering when you'll finally kiss her. And then you do? Slowly, gently, with your lips brushing hers like a feather. You kiss her with the same softness that you used to speak to her. Your lips move with emotion, not force. There's no rush. It's tender, yet incredibly erotic because it's so full of meaning. The whisper kiss can be light, fluttery, like you're barely there. Or it can deepen gradually as the emotion intensifies. But it should always feel connected. Every movement, every sigh, every soft press of your mouth should feel like a conversation. You're telling her things you might not say out loud. That she matters, that you see her, that you want her not just for her body, but for her energy, her presence, her everything. That's what makes this kiss unforgettable. It's not about proving your passion, it's about showing your presence. You can also incorporate touch in subtle, intentional ways. As you whisper, let your fingers trace along her arm or gently slide along her jawline. Hold her face softly or run your hands through her hair. These little movements amplify the intimacy. They let her know that you're fully there with her, tuned into her energy. And that makes her feel safe enough to melt into the moment. Another thing that makes the whisper kiss so powerful is how it engages her imagination. When you whisper something before you kiss her, her mind starts to race. She starts to wonder what's coming next. The words echo in her head even as your lips press against hers. It's a full sensory experience. She's hearing you, feeling you, tasting you, all at the same time. That kind of multi-layered stimulation creates a deeper bond. It's not just physical, it's emotional, mental, and even spiritual. This kiss also thrives on contrast. Whisper something sexy, then kiss her sweetly. Whisper something tender, then kiss her with hunger. That back and forth, that unpredictability, keeps her engaged. She never knows exactly what's coming, and that keeps her locked into the moment. The contrast between stillness and movement, softness and heat, quiet and passion, it's intoxicating. The whisper kiss doesn't need to lead to anything more. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. But what it always does is create a connection. It brings her closer to you. It builds trust. It stirs her emotions, and it shows her that you're not just there for the physical, you're there for her, you're present, intentional, and emotionally aware, and that's what makes you unforgettable in her eyes.